Yo, Lincoln, how you doing?
I'm great.
I knew you were gonna say that. How you really doing?
I might tell you sometime if you ask me on another occasion that we're not recording a podcast for entertainment.
For real. Yeah. Can I tell you something really interesting?
If you'd like to. That's kind of the idea of what this is.
Was it the last podcast I asked you this? Or was it last Friday?
I can't remember.
Within the last week, you told me that you don't tell me how you're feeling because sometimes you feel like I'm not listening to you. And I heard someone else told me that as well. They said, Timon, the downfall, your strength is you're a good communicator.
Sure.
Your weakness is you're a bad listener.
50% of communication is listening.
Can you say that again?
50% of communication is listening.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a fun fact. Who told you that you were a bad listener?
My boss.
Oh. You think your boss is a good listener?
He's a good communicator. He told me I'm a good communicator, therefore I know that my downfall is listening, and so that's your downfall too.
I don't know if you do know that your downfall is listening. Is this supposed to be the intro, or do you want to roll right into it without the music?
We can.
Let's just roll right into it without the music. Let's just
go. Do you want to use the other intro though?
I like this intro. We can use this intro.
Like this
we'll just go right into the podcast. No music.
Okay.
Now we're good. We're back. Shoot.
Wow.
I really wanted to start this podcast by saying something other than, hey, we're back.
Do you want to try it over?
No.
All right, let's roll it in. What up, party people? Welcome to the Timon and Lincoln Show.
Move the mic a little bit further away from your face. No. Like, keep it in front of you. Just back. There you go. Perfect.
How's that?
Perfect.
What up, party people? This is the Timon and Lincoln Show. I'm your host, Timon.
And I'm your host, Lincoln.
Yep. Welcome back to another amazing episode.
You know what we need to do? We need to clap sync
it up real quick. Yep. Okay, all right. Well, one more for the...
No, we're done.
All right, cool. Okay. We're sync... got me. Yeah, this is going to be a pain to edit for sure. Since we just started right then, I'm super excited to get into this episode. We have a ton of stuff for you guys, and we're excited to tell you.
Tim, I'm really excited for everyone to get rickrolled by today's episode.
Got a lot of stuff to talk about.
I
always got a lot of stuff to talk about. Dang it, Timon. I'm a talker. I'm not a listener.
Yeah, you want to talk about something right now?
Let's talk about it. We're drinking PBRs.
Drinking some PBRs. Someone today at work.
Tell me about it. Let me hear you.
They were talking about pickles.
Okay.
And I said, yeah, the last time I had pickles, I got really sick.
Oh, okay.
And the coworker I was talking to said, is it because you're doing pickleback shots? I said, yeah.
Wow. Your coworkers
She nailed me. She got me.
Your coworkers are actually pretty cool.
And then we talked about pickles. And
Do you want to describe pickleback shots to our minor listeners? All those under 21?
No.
It's not something I enjoy. I'm gonna be honest. It's not my go-to. We started last Friday talking about drinking. Maybe we should talk about God at the start of this podcast.
Tuesday.
Kind of change it. Change it up. Did we start? Oh, was it Tuesday? We were talking?
Yeah.
Last Tuesday's episode we talked about drinking. We don't need to talk about drinking this time.
I proceeded to tell my coworker. In fact, I don't hate pickleback shots, and one of my favorite drinks at the bar in downtown is a PBR and a pickle, which
name drop that bar real quick.
No, which is a PBR beer and a dill pickle spear. They don't deserve our advertisement.
Really? Yeah, we actually really care about who we advertise.
But you know what is another really cool bar downtown? The Elephant Bar.
Yeah, it's a good bar.
If you're in Goshen, you should check out the Elephant Bar. It's a great place to spend some time.
They don't do pickle spears. At least I've never seen them do the pickle spears and the PBR.
I usually just bring my own. That's not true, but that's an idea.
What's in your purse, Lincoln? It's my pickles.
They're like, what? Why are you carrying around a glasses case? You're wearing your glasses. Like, that's where I keep my dill pickle spears. Open up my little glass case and take out a pickle spear.
They're like pickle spears that you pickled yourself, too. Like
Maybe.
the finest cucumbers.
Maybe. I kind of like the cheap, gross ones in a beer also.
Yeah. If you're going to do cheap beer, you got to do cheap pickles. If you're going to do nice beer, you got to do nice pickles.
Yeah. And if you have nice beer and nice pickles, don't mix them.
Craft beer and craft pickles. That's
so that got me, that craft beer, craft pickles. That got me in the mood for a PBR.
Nice.
And so I bought PBRs for the podcast.
Nice. Thank you. I appreciate that. I was going to drink water for this podcast, but you came through.
So while I was at the liquor store,
tell them real quick.
I was looking for bourbon, and I suppose whiskey. In the exact place you should look for bourbon and whiskey at a liquor store. Where's that, Timon?
It's in the liquor aisle.
Sure, but like where? Topography wise.
Oh, bottom shelf.
Bottom shelf.
Yep.
We live too close to the bourbon capital of the world to need to buy top shelf bourbon. It's all good around here.
Yeah, it's all yeah.
So I was shopping.
What's your rule? You've said it before, but give them the rule one more time.
Cheapest and highest proof.
That's the best way you're gonna find the best bourbon.
Kentucky bourbon. That's from Kentucky. Cheap and high proof.
Is it $15 and is it 110 proof? Buy it. You're not going to regret that.
Yeah, it'll be a great time. It'll be a tasty drink. So I was shopping the bottom shelf whiskey / bourbon aisle, and I came across this Benchmark. Benchmark is one of our favorite cheap bourbons. We get it the plastic handles.
Oh yeah,
and they're like $18, and it's really good. And that's 80 proof. This is Benchmark full proof Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. How many proofs do you think this one is?
I want to say 100, but I bet the way you're looking at me, I bet it's even higher.
This is a 125 proof.
Wow.
Bourbon whiskey.
Can I ask you, was it under $20?
It was $18.
Oh, that is what you buy when you're looking for.
There were some other ones. I might go back and grab because there was a single barrel variant and like a few of the whiskey keywords that mean something but don't mean something.
Right, dry malt and barrel aged in
bonded, which I think is a good term. I don't know what something about it's whatever.
Can I ask you a really good, like a deep question right now?
I guess, yeah.
How's being homeless?
Oh, I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Let's have this.
That's why we're drinking whiskey. All right.
Let's have this bourbon whiskey.
Okay.
I thought.
Let's take a hot shot. What are we doing?
I don't know. I thought we would sip on it, but I kind of want to.
Yeah, let's sip. I do want to sip.
I kind of want to pound it.
I don't want to pound it. I want to sip. Can we do a half pound?
No.
Okay. All right.
We should get a good. Bring yours over here. Bring it over here. There we go.
Nice. That's for you guys. ASMR podcast. All right, here we go.
You pounded it.
Use that, dude.
It's really. That's so good. I guess I have to pound mine now too.
Yeah. Guys, welcome back to the Lincoln Show. Lincoln and I have made up. We're friends now. It was a rough 13 minutes.
Were we not friends?
We weren't for 13 minutes. And then I said sorry.
Oh.
But I realized that's the content you guys love is Lincoln and I fighting. And so we won't be friends by the end of this podcast, but by the next one, we will be friends. It's a roller coaster.
The people love the bicker fight content.
It says,
but we hate each other afterwards. It's bad for our friendship.
Yeah, it's really bad for our friendship. I used to have shrines to Lincoln, and now I have just like one of those like death collages.
You still do. It's just the garage, and it's all my stuff. Just gonna keep making jokes about that so it doesn't get weird.
Just like 3 months from now, I'm gonna burn the shrine.
I mean,
insurance.
That's fair. That's fair. It's been 3 months.
Yeah.
What do you think of the flavor of that?
It's very tasty.
It tastes nice. It's fiery.
Yeah.
But not in a really spicy way. Just you know how
it was worth it.
The Everclear like dissolves on your tongue. This also is very ethereal when you drink it.
Everclear dissolves your tongue. This dissolves on your tongue. That's the difference right there. That's the main difference. I do love whiskey. It makes me feel alive. I don't want to drink too much of it.
You feel in your toes a little bit?
Yeah, I feel in my toes. My brain is now firing at a higher level. Whew. The cells are just dying, and as they die in my brain, they give off one last like
Yeah.
push.
Here's a question.
Tell me.
Do you feel like you would have a more productive first 2 hours of work if you could pound a shot of whiskey right before work?
No.
Pound a shot, be like, all right, let's party.
No.
And then you start tip-tapping on your keyboard, right? Your little
Because when I
emails.
hit that first, I want to party, I'm ready to party again. I'm ready to rock and roll. You know what I mean?
Nah.
No. I don't think so.
Because
I
if you have to drink throughout the day at work, you're just an alcoholic.
Right. If you take a shot before you go to work.
Still less
You know
an
what I'm saying?
alcoholic.
It's in the gray zone. It's in the gray zone.
It's in the brown zone.
What works really well for me to get me in a really good spot for work is 1, wake up well rested. 2,
Cold
no
shower,
hangover.
probably.
Cold shower,
Probably
no
take a cold
hangover.
shower.
A hot cup of warm water. So I'm not doing coffee anymore. And then I just pop an Adderall and go straight to it.
Oh man, it would be healthier for you to do a shot of whiskey every day.
You know how many people take Adderall? Right? It's crazy. Adderall is, yeah.
A band I listen to refers to them as hillbilly heroin pills.
Yeah, they're more like Adderall's an amphetamine, and heroin is a benzodiazepine. I don't know.
It's a downer.
It's a downer, uppers and downers. So it's more like meth for sure. Mm-hmm. It's like Adderall is legal meth.
I think so.
I think that's probably the best.
I think
yeah, hillbilly heroin pills. Huh? That's interesting. That's like Xanax, really. Xanax. I went to a party one time and this guy had put Xanax. This is the whiskey talking. I'm sorry, Dad. I went to a party and it was not something that I participated in because I was a good kid and I knew when you go to parties, you don't take stuff from other people. You don't know what's going on at those parties. You know, you gotta be very careful, especially. I mean, I'm a man, and so I have a little bit of safety, not as much. But if I was a woman and I was going to a party, you really gotta watch where stuff comes from because you don't know what's in that source.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's trying to sexually assault me.
Yeah, not that I know of.
Honestly, yeah, I don't think I'm considered a target in that aspect.
I'm at this party, and
I agree in that sense.
These kids had smoked some marijuana, and they had taken a Xanax, and they had ground it up in their marijuana and smoked it.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yes.
That's a little crazy.
That's a little crazy.
Is that safe? Is that safe to smoke? Is it
those when I was talking because I knew these fellows and they were, I mean I was friends with them, and
your friends make bad choices.
I mean when you're friends with everyone, you're bound to have friends who make bad choices. You know that's just kind of that's who I am. You know, never met a stranger, always a friend, and they were. The best way to explain it, like zombies. Like you would say something to them, all they could say is, "Yeah, I just smoked some Xanax," and that's all they said over and over and over again. Like you'd be like, "Hey, man, you okay?" "Yeah, I just smoked some Xanax." Like it was just that, and they just sat at the party just like a zombie.
So you smoke it? I've never heard of anyone smoking.
I don't. They
I mean,
ground
they
it up
did.
and put it in. Yeah, I would never. This is not something I'm sorry, Dad. It's a whiskey.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's a little scary. Honestly,
that's how people get. That's how people die, man. It was not good.
Yeah, that's wild.
There's another time where I went to another party and
you just kept on apologizing for the last party story. You don't need to jump right into the next party story that you're going to regret telling.
This guy comes up to me and asks me if he can give me a hug, and I said, I would love to. Yeah, that's fine. He's like, I'm on Molly right now. And you are all I see from you in this whole party is a beam of light, and I just want to hug that light. So I give him a hug. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, nice guy. I give him a hug. I said, I hope you're doing all right. Got him some water. Make sure he had some water. And then went back to doing my thing because I wasn't going to babysit him. That's not my job. If you're going to put yourself in that situation, and I don't know. I maybe should have babysitted him. Hours go by, and I'm heading out of the party. And I see someone in the woods just crouched behind this tree, just like shaking. And it was the guy on Molly. So I'm like, he did not have a good time. I feel bad for him.
That's crazy. Ended up in the woods.
Yeah.
At a house that wasn't his.
Right.
Like, just
we were in a subdivision, so it wasn't really woods. It was like 3 trees.
Just, man.
Like a pine tree. And he was just.
Sounds like a bad time.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know.
Yikes.
Man. So watch what you guys are doing. Be safe. Welcome to the Tim and Lincoln Show. Let's talk about our sponsor.
Golf Lessons with John on Facebook.
Yeah, he is
if you are looking to spend some time in the woods, crouched over, looking for your golf ball, not tripping on Molly.
Yeah, if you like to see beams of light.
Yeah, Golf Lessons for John with John is not your guy. He'll teach you how to shoot it straight on the grass near the hole, not in the woods.
Exactly.
You will not end up in the woods with Golf Lessons with John. That's
a lot of people. They play golf, and when they get done playing with golf, they are just really mad at their score. So they go home, they take a little marijuana, they take a little Xanax, they sprinkle it together. Let me tell you, you can stop that. You can stop that. You don't need to have that in your life.
You're not a drug addict. You're just bad at golf.
What you're doing is you're taking marijuana and Xanax, and you're filling your void of not being good at golf. And we can turn that around for you, because Golf Lessons with John can make sure that you will make a hole in one every single time.
And you know what's crazy, Timon?
Tell me about it.
Kicking a drug habit might be harder than becoming good at golf.
Yeah, I think it is.
That's why you need Golf Lessons with John on Facebook.
Let me tell you.
Two birds, one stone. 2 birds, 1 stoner. And that's you.
I know a lot of people who have recovered from drugs, but I don't know a lot of golf pros. So let me tell you, Golf Lessons with John on Facebook. Aloha Snack Bar. He's our favorite.
Aloha Snack Bar.
He's our favorite sponsor, and he happens to be Asian. So make sure to go follow him.
Do you want to be a drug addict or do you want to be a golfer? One of those hobbies, way more expensive than the other.
Do you want to golf?
But if you're good at golf, you can probably afford it.
That's what I was going to say. Do you want to be able to afford your drug habit? Golf Lessons with John on Facebook. It's a small investment. It's returns. It's gains. It's the best move you can make.
It's the best. It's a swing. It's the
best
four. Yeah, I'm all out.
Par. It's the best sand trap.
I'm out of analogy.
Yeah, golf cart you could do. Okay, awesome. Got that out of the way. Mm-hmm. I got some content for us, bro. I don't know if we want to jump into that. We got questions. I made a mistake.
Oh, that's fine. What's up?
I made a mistake. I said that I was going to give people cash dollars for questions. Do you remember that?
No. Okay, let me
pop the tweet up.
Read the tweet right here, right now.
We got a bunch of questions that aren't from our listeners. So, I don't think they're going to listen to us. I could be wrong though.
Okay. People thought they would get $5 for a question because you said this. Earlier today, you retweeted and quoted a tweet from our podcast Twitter.
Right.
About submitting your questions, a prompt to submit questions.
I did.
And you added the comment, drop a Q and your Cash App name at whatever. Win $5. Asterisk, definitely not clickbait.
Nice.
You said drop a Q and your Cash App at win $5.
Right.
I think everyone
doesn't mean I have to. They'll get $5. They could have the chance of winning, but I didn't say chance of winning.
Yeah, you very much misled everyone, including myself.
Did you submit a question?
I saw multiple. I saw that and thought, submit a question and win $5 because we've been talking about giving Cardano, and a Cardano is like $2 right now.
Right.
And so I don't know. Timon might give people $5 to ask a question.
I will give people $5. I'm not going to give multiple $5. So if you ask multiple questions, and if it was a bad question, then I have a right.
How about this? No to all those rules. How about we give them a prompt at the end of this episode to actually receive their $5? Well, I don't know. We can figure it out because.
Yeah. Do you think they're going to listen? I doubt they're going to listen.
See, that's how you don't pay a bunch of people $5.
That's
they're
a
not
good
going to
point.
listen. If they listen.
Sorry, that asterisk was my next tweet. It wasn't, hey. This is definitely not quick.
Tell us the code word sometime in this podcast, and we'll decide if it's the code word or not.
Right, exactly.
We're not going to say the code word.
Looks like I'm going to be spending $50 this episode paying off all these people because they definitely know if they listen to this podcast that on episode 317 you can find my address. So I'm in a tight spot right now. Why do
you keep bringing that up?
Either they're gonna.
How many listens can we get on this one?
I'm gonna go back and look at 317 and see how many actual listens we have. Is it like 700 listens? Because everyone wants our address, And then
those reality, 400 Taliban listens.
All
317.
Exactly.
It's not our address, Timon. It's your address.
Yeah, I know. You're homeless, so it's good. It's a good thing.
I prefer to be referred to as without a home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
unhoused. Yeah, my bad.
Also, I don't identify as an inseminator.
Okay, talk about that.
Talk about that. I thought since we're declaring name shortcuts, I would say that also.
You're not an inseminator. Yeah. Why do you say that?
Because you can't prove it.
Okay. All right.
If you think I am, say prove it. Prove to me with evidence that I have inseminated something.
Okay.
You can't.
No, I can't. I don't have any video proof. I have a little bit of audio proof, but that got deleted on my last phone. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. But no, I don't know, dude. Like, why do you tell me why are you making that distinction right here, right now? Do you want to talk about that on a different podcast?
We talked about it on the last podcast. It's a throwback to the last podcast.
Did we?
I think so.
No, we talked about it yesterday while we were sitting upstairs in my.
I'm pretty sure we talked about it on the podcast. Right at the end, when you're like, oh, and that one bill, and we talked about it for like 5 minutes right at the end of the podcast.
Yeah. No, we definitely talked about that yesterday because it came out yesterday.
We definitely talked about it on the podcast.
Guys, go back to the last podcast and we didn't talk about it.
Absolutely.
DM Lincoln right now.
We definitely talked about it on the podcast.
What's happening? Just so
here's what happened, guys.
Yeah.
Tim and I hung out another time this week that wasn't the podcast.
Right, we've been hanging out a lot.
We've been hanging out a lot. Yeah, one time just for
he
fun.
moves away and all we're doing is hanging out, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's good though. No, keep going. Keep talking. Sorry.
No, it's fine. So I don't identify as
inseminator because
or the other thing I don't identify as.
Yeah,
a winner. That's for the $5. Yep. Full circle.
I signed up for a conference, and this I have talked about in the podcast is my preferred pronouns. And in this conference, they had a spot for me to put my preferred pronouns, but it was only like 4 different options. It really kind of ticked me off a little bit because I wanted to put my preferred pronouns in there, and the ones they had were he, him, she, her, they, them, ze-zer. And I'm like, if you have ze-zer, you should be able to let me put my pronouns in there too, because they've now deviated from the script of the main 3, the top 3. You know,
the top 3.
The top 3.
The 3 most popular.
For real, though. Those are the 3 most popular. Those are the lame ones. If you identify as a he, him, she, her, they, them, you're lame. You got to have your own identity. You can identify as anything in the book, and they're going to put you into 3 categories. That's the same as 2.
Yep, it is.
It's
not. It's 3. It's completely different.
They had 4. They had Caesar, but I'm just saying. They could have let me put my own pronouns in.
Have you been seeing this? This is something I've been seeing, and
I sent an email.
I'm not saying I don't explain.
I sent an email to the conference.
Yeah.
I told them.
Strongly worded.
I strongly worded. Yeah, if you're going to allow pronouns, you should at least have the option for me to write in my own pronouns.
I need
Prince
King. King/Prince.
Chief King, but very close.
So I've been seeing a lot of she, theys.
Yeah.
And their pronouns, which
Yep.
Honestly, I think we need to put a stop to.
Well, that just tells you she's a theater kid.
We need to put a stop to it right now. You can be anything you want to be.
They're a theater kid.
You can put words out there that you feel are accurate to describing who you are, but we gotta draw a line somewhere.
Draw it.
You're one person. Everyone gets to be one person.
I don't know, dude. I kind of have to disagree with you a little bit on that.
No.
I think we're 3 people.
Nope.
God is 3 people. Why can't we're in the image of God?
That's like a completely different thing.
I am me, myself, and I.
No, that's not.
That's how I refer myself as.
Nope. Yeah, those are words describing one person.
Yeah, but the 3 ways of.
Those are all singular pronouns.
The they, them, you feel like is double the person?
Yes.
I don't agree with you, man. I think they can say they, them if they want.
I'm
here for it.
Look at this crowd of people. See how they run.
Right. Look at this person and see how they run.
Sure. I hear what you're saying.
Look at them.
Yep. I hear what you're saying. One person. Everyone's one person.
They can be whatever they want, dude. We're living in a world where you can be whatever you want.
They can.
So if you are going to start putting rules and define it like that, it breaks the whole thing. The greatest thing about that is you can be whatever you want.
Sure. It's just...
Yeah, cash on me. $5 checks.
Yeah, you can have whatever you like. Yeah. I understand. Yeah, but it's just... You're comfortable identifying one way.
Yeah, I want to keep saying it, but keep going.
But then...
You can't be she and them. That's what you're saying. They either need to be they, them, or she, them.
I'm saying
you
could be.
Your white rules on them, bro. You
can
can't do that.
No, I think these are pretty green, actually.
Green rules.
Yeah.
Because that's what you identify
Just
as.
saying.
You can identify as not white. I identify as freckled.
That's fine. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm pretty white. It's okay.
Alice and I, we were submitting our marriage stuff, and they had choose your ethnicity.
Are you married under the eyes of the law?
Not yet. We still need to go to the. But I put other because they didn't have the one I wanted, which was freckled. I'm not white. I'm freckled.
Okay.
If you look at me, I have freckles. It's kind of nice.
I don't see freckles.
Well, that's a stigma you need to get over, my guy. So yeah, interesting. Yeah. That's.
I'm just you can be they. You can definitely be they. That's fine. I don't know. I probably just don't understand. I'm probably just another dumb white guy. That's fine.
You're cool putting that on yourself, man.
I'm cool with being a dumb white guy.
Oh, dude, you're not. You're not a dumb white guy.
No, I'm not.
You're definitely smart.
You're allowed to think that I am.
You're definitely not a guy because you're not an inseminator, and you're not white, bro.
Why? Whoa! Why are those two things? Why is masculinity and inseminating things linked in your brain?
Bro, I don't make the rules. Twitter does.
It's almost like a bunch of people a long time ago saw a person who was something and thought, I'm going to call it that word.
Yeah.
And the other thing that's the other thing is this word.
Right.
I just feel like in 100 years.
Yeah, but those are old people. They don't know what they're doing. We're in a new, evolutionized area. We've been enlightened.
That's how the term started. It's just someone said, I'm this thing based on some functions. And I really feel like in another 100 years, you're not going to be able to call yourself they, them. So like, oh, no, that's a really antiquated old,
it's
antique,
like
old. It's going to have the same stigma as like, oh, male.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I feel like this is how we got male and female anyways.
Right. Someone decided it, and then we just lived with it. I don't know, man. I'll tell you this. Have you seen the hashtag? I'm going to totally change the subject. Pure blood?
Let's please talk about something else.
Have you seen the pure blood? You know what that is?
Is this like Harry Potter related?
No, dude. It's those who have not taken the jabby. The stick and stabby. They're called pure bloods now.
Oh, the people who decided they didn't want to get cells from dead babies injected into them.
I saw that too.
See here, I don't know. Because like,
I don't know.
It's not like they kill the babies for science. They just purchase them from Planned Parenthood afterwards and then use them for science. Right. So I don't know.
And now men are only allowed to have 3 children, and once they're over 40, rip off their junk.
Do you feel like any babies are aborted for science?
I hope so. At least their life is worth something at that point.
Oh boy.
I don't want just to go on the ground, man. Like, let's have a purpose.
Let's have
a purpose, man.
Let's allow
This whiskey's getting me crazy.
Let's allow them to be purchased out the back door of Planned Parenthoods.
I was telling Lincoln this the other day when we were hanging out and not doing podcasting because we're friends. Okay, stop asking. And we
still, yes,
we're still friends up until this point right now. In this podcast, we're friends. And we lived in a world. I think we still do where we have freedom, but I'm seeing that leaving. I really do see that leaving in the next 5 years, less than 5 years. 15 for sure. I just don't see that we used to be able to do whatever we wanted to. I was watching a 90s sitcom where it was about...
Which one was it?
It wasn't a sitcom. It was a 90s TV show of comedians.
What was it?
I forget what it was called, but I was watching clips on it was called Butterface.
Yeah. You know what it stands for? Like,
yeah, she's really good looking. Everything's
but
really,
her face.
Right. And what they did is they took a bag and put it over her face. Yeah. And then they would make jokes or they would make comments on her body. And then they would pull off the bag. And then they would make comments on her face. And it was this whole...
This sounds awful.
It was but it was peak entertainment at the time. And we lived in a world where you could make that entertainment and people would watch. And we don't live in that world anymore. You know what I mean? We live in a world that's becoming more and more like closed up. If that makes sense. There's no more freedom.
You know where there isn't rules?
Tell me. Death.
In terms
Epstein's
of,
Island.
Yeah, you're right.
Nailed it.
100%.
100%. Yeah.
No, I just keep coming back to like when people ironically would post like Ben Shapiro videos on pornographic platforms.
Oh yeah,
it's amazing that is where free speech lives on pornographic platforms.
Jordan Peterson or Ben Shapiro or like.
Because when else
Watch all these white guys just get railed by all these black dudes, and then it's just a football game. Like stuff like that. Watch this Jew just utterly if they would just But
the way that all that works and classifications and stuff, you can't do that with anything else.
No.
It's super racist to do that with anything else, or really discriminatory or what I mean? Really damaging everywhere else. But this one aspect, the society's
we're okay with it.
It's really gross. It's so disgusting.
Not a porn advocate at all here. Not a porn advocate.
But that's
also
where free speech lives, though. Isn't that crazy?
Free speech lives on the Timon and Lincoln show, and that's where it's at.
No, you literally wouldn't let me say a vaccine last week.
Stop saying that. Say that right now. No, say it. We're gonna get demonetized.
You're allowing...
We're gonna get shadow banned. We're not gonna get any money. We're gonna get less listens.
We don't make money.
We make money. That's why we can give out $5.
You're literally saying, Lincoln, don't say the vaccine word on the podcast because then our video is going to take vaccine.
Stop it.
Free speech, Timon. Come on.
Say ivermectin. Yeah, I'd like one of those too. Should we pour up another shot so we can sip on it?
No.
Okay, all right. We're going to do it. Lincoln says no, but his eyes are saying yes. Yes. We're friends, guys. It's good. It's all good. And yeah, I it's interesting, man. It's just really interesting that's where it's at. And then there's just it's an allowable.
Isn't that crazy?
It's not good. It's not good.
Could in real life, man, I don't know.
Let me tell you this.
It's just
we'll finish this guys up. I know we're sorry that you guys have trudged through this, but for some reason you guys continue to listen.
This whole podcast has been an absolute dumpster fire. This has been.
We're thankful for it.
Just the greasiest, gross podcast we've done in a while.
We've enlightened a lot of people, and we've talked about some really good things.
I saw your dad yesterday.
Yeah,
and your brother at work.
Oh no way!
I was hanging out with him. It was cool.
Yeah.
He's so tall.
Joe.
Your brother's so tall.
Yeah. He's freckled as well.
Yeah. Where do you have some tall relatives? I don't know. That's crazy.
I don't know.
Good for him.
Yeah. He's 6'3", 6'4", I think. He's tall.
He's real tall.
Yeah. I'm 6 foot. I have my uncles are shorter than me. I don't know on my dad's side. That gets a little murky on my dad's side. Dude,
there are no tall genetics really in my family. Very average. Sort of tall.
On Allison's side, they're
all giants, aren't they?
Giants, yeah. So I'm excited. Our kids are going to be heads above. Streets ahead of everyone.
Streets ahead.
Yeah.
I
use that in one of my LinkedIn videos. I was working on LinkedIn, and I'm interviewing all my coworkers, and I'll use streets ahead. I'll be like, I just feel like our software is streets ahead of the others.
Has anyone?
No one said anything.
They don't know
what's going on. Yeah, it's okay. Dude, I have content I want to get to. We have questions we need to get to, but I do want to say this.
Can I make another software joke I've been trying to figure out?
All right, go for it.
The software we use at work is called Microsoft Dynamics GP.
Yep.
Or some people know it as Great Plains.
Great Plains, yep.
GP.
Very familiar with it. I know of it.
Yeah.
Moved a lot of people out of that software into ours.
Oh, it's... Anyways, I've been watching...
Vaccine.
I've been watching videos trying to see how to hack it.
Okay.
Because it's built on a platform that was developed on the coding language I'm learning. I told you that, right? Mm-hmm. All right. But anyways,
it's okay. I didn't listen, so I'm glad you're telling me it again.
You might not have. So anyways, every time we encounter an error with this program, the expression has come to be, I got GP'd again. Because this program has a lot of limits, and they're frustratingly close to the margin of workability you need for your daily use software.
It's exactly what you need, but you can see it, but you can't get to it.
Yeah. I input 10 points of data into this every day, several times over and over again, and I can't give it to give me back all that data together that I input. Anyways.
Can we make that for the Tim and Lincoln show? You got TL'd again.
Maybe.
No. Okay.
You could. But I've been trying to figure out how to make this into a slightly dirtier joke.
Okay. Okay.
involving the phrase GP'ness. like in referring to your knowledge of the program.
Dad. I'm so sorry, Dad.
Yeah, I was talking to so-and-so about this function in our software, and I was just so impressed by their GP'ness. I've been trying to figure out how to make that work.
Yeah.
And I don't have a really good, I don't have a good bit yet.
You got to do something like he P'd it. GP'd it. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I don't know. There's something you can do
You
there.
need to walk your way up to GP'ness.
Yeah.
You have to,
he just was a GP'd that right out of the way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So that's the bit I've been working on, mulling over on a daily basis. How can I use the phrase GP'dness at work? Much like Streets Ahead, I can't
figure it out.
Can't get it worked in anywhere. But we should get into
questions,
content.
Before we let's get into content, because Lincoln, I've been coming up with these little scenarios just to kind of make Friday episodes kind of fun, right? And they've been pretty hit or miss, but I think I got this one.
I think one of your strengths as a person is your spontaneity.
I appreciate that.
And I think when you plan bits, they don't go very well.
Yeah. So. And we're going to watch this dumpster fire as well, and you guys are here for it. And you can watch this dumpster fire on YouTube, unless we get shadow banned, which we definitely will get shadow banned. So
this is some spicy bourbon, dude.
I'm up late at night, and I'm watching some YouTube videos, and the YouTube rabbit hole that I get down is a dark one. You know how you get there. And I see this video, and I laugh so hard. And I say, we're watching this. We are watching this together on the show. It is from 2013. Minecraft had a convention.
The world was a different place in 2013.
The world was a different place. Minecraft had a convention, and these are the best cringe compilations from that convention.
All right.
Are we going to do this? Are you ready for this?
I am. It's pretty funny that we're going to repost a YouTube video on YouTube. Mm-hmm. And you're upset about me saying vaccine.
Vaccine. Yeah.
So that we get taken down. This is going to get us taken off YouTube.
I hope so.
I'm going to put in a copyright strike on this.
Okay. It's 5 minutes long. So you're ready for this? It's not as bad as the 30-minute one that I did with the. Okay, let me actually record this 1 second. Let's get this recorded. Are you ready to watch this? Guys, if you want to see this as well, you'll have to go to our YouTube video. We're capturing it. Let's do this. Ready? 3.
Next question on this left side.
Okay.
I was wondering, what's the recommended amount of dedicated RAM I should have to a server?
Was Joe Biden at this convention?
Could you please repeat your
Dedicated RAM to a server.
Oh, this poor kid.
Everyone spam the cap in the chat! There's always one, isn't there? You have a question? This is more of a proposition than a question. Now, today is my birthday. I'm not gonna ask you to sing me happy birthday, but everyone spam cap in the chat, and let's get a nice loud Kappa. No, you guys. Let's try again. They weren't excited for us. Kappa. This is cringy. I'm sorry. Cringe compilation. Hi.
So those who aren't watching the YouTube video, this guy gets up and he grabs the mic and he is just in a sea of hundreds of young males. They're all young males.
I feel like I'm seeing all non-males in the shot.
You see one blue-haired female and then another female, and the rest are males. And this guy is wearing a red bow and he is just making a fool of himself.
Clearly a YouTuber.
Yep. Okay, here's a good one.
It's a spectrum. I don't know.
I want to design games and stuff, and a friend of mine said if I give him £750, he'll put this game, he'll make it happen for me, but it's got to be cash. Would you support me and sort of follow me on your YouTubes?
Yeah. Well, best of luck. Yeah. Hope it goes good for you, man.
But would you follow me with it though, with your YouTubes?
Yeah, of course, man. Well, any of the tubes.
If have I got your word on that?
Yeah, sure.
And will you be my friend?
I like to think we're already friends.
Yeah, I got news for you. We're already friends.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.
I'm gonna pause that.
Yeah, that was a little rough there too.
Yikes. The adults in this video are handling this so well.
This guy was, would you say 40?
No, so the other adults in this video are handling...
the ones that are getting the questions.
It's truly a work of art to watch the adults navigate these perilously socially awkward situations.
It's interesting.
Let's keep rolling. This is great.
This is kind of great, isn't it? I don't know why this isn't recording. Okay, so watch him as he goes away, though.
Okay.
Look at his pants.
Sorry, guys, bud.
Cargo pants?
He's tucked. He's straight tucked in, dude, and it's like above his belly.
Oh, I didn't really notice. They look pretty normal.
Fleeced. But the finest prize that Minecon can buy. There we go. Here we go. Oh, get out of here! First try. Oh, how to craft.
So that wasn't that. That was just weird.
That was pretty normal.
Yeah.
Take me back. You're learning how to craft.
Now there's this bald guy who's kind of talking to the camera and talking about Minecraft, and this guy's just pulling him back.
Count blocks. In fact, my son's favorite number is 64.
I don't know what that was. All right, so some female is running up to this kid and just said this is the last question of the whole thing. She just runs up.
The pressure.
So this kid just sat and he kind of.
This kid looks like a deer walked out into the middle of a highway, and it's looking straight into the eyes of a big, beautiful 18-wheeler.
This is the last question of the whole conference. Are you ready for it?
How many kids have you entertained?
How many kids have you entertained?
Chicken! Oh, chicken. Turn around!
So they have this.
What does that mean?
I don't know how many kids have you entertained. I don't know what that means. Okay, what?
Well, they are some tight trousers.
What?
I have to say.
Okay, they're interviewing a chicken. Same female.
Hi. Wait, this is gonna look weird, but you can't hear. Hello.
Oh,
Well, she goes
goodness.
at this Minecraft.
I think that chicken's gonna lay an egg.
Yeah. She's sticking the microphone up the chicken.
Just watch the vid.
Yeah.
I would just like to ask how many of
Neck beard. I just want to point that out. Neck beard. Yep.
You got what? Yeah.
I would just like to ask how many of you have autism, and if so, has it helped you in your modding career?
You got with the neck beard.
I don't. Yeah.
Good question.
I respect this kid. Honestly, sounds like I don't know. Yeah, let's keep going.
That's a very personal thing to ask. I think we're going to refuse that question. I think.
Okay then.
Yeah, I'm afraid we're going to pass on that one. Sorry.
Is there any chance of a collaboration mod pack between Technic and FTV, and how would you feel about that?
I don't know what's going on, but all the kids, they all are wearing fedoras. All of them are wearing fedoras.
I don't want to make fun of children who like Minecraft. I don't know.
Would you like to join my dad's Minecraft server, Forgecraft? I've got business cards here if you would like to join.
Join his Minecraft what?
Minecraft, mineforgecraft.com.
Mineforgecraft.
He's had it up for a few years, I think now, and he's got really good staff. And I was wondering if you would like to maybe join it.
I'm having a hard time getting what to say, but if it's a clan, I'd love to be invited.
The Minecraft server, my dad does Minecraft server. Yeah,
Maybe we can take the card and check it out later.
Yeah. I can take the card and look at it.
Sweet.
Again, these adults are handling these situations masterfully well, as if they have done this before.
Yeah, the other conferences.
Did you talk about what's your favorite mod?
Can we pause this for a second?
Yeah.
Who are the people on stage?
Are
they?
Okay. I think they're probably developers or people who are moderators of the community.
Okay.
Different things like that.
Yeah, I guess what is a Minecraft community figure?
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
sure. I mean, I'm not deep into Minecraft enough to know that.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yes, we have.
That's that.
How about
You want me to come back to you?
one? No.
That's fine.
How
Come back.
about why can't you play like for example like a 1.2 point mod for the latest version?
I'll defer to a developer on that one. I don't think I get that one.
I don't think I get that
Can
one.
I clarify?
Where did the name Skybukitorus and IS Cupquake come from? Because I know Jordan and...
Hi, my name is Justin.
I don't know what. Some of these don't make any as much sense.
Some of these kids looks like they're just really nervous.
Yeah, I mean they're yeah.
Because I know Jordan and...
Hi, my name is Justin, and I would like to ask, at what point do you think that while you're developing the game, you'll reach a limit where you've reached a limit with the engine that will warrant the use to actually make a sequel?
I'm sorry. Can you speak really close to the mic, please?
Yeah. When you
Like that last one, like that could easily be me. You get a little bit flustered in front of a bunch of people,
Right.
and it's already kind of difficult to talk in front of people. I don't know.
I got one more. For
Okay,
you
you got
ready?
more.
Yeah.
I get what he was asking. So at what point
Let's go for it.
is a sequel like pointless? You know what I mean? I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I don't know if this kid speaks English. I don't know if this kid speaks English.
Come to your house. Oh, are you making tea? I would come if I made tea. If you make a good cup of tea.
I can play that one again.
Okay, one more. Let's go for it.
We gotta watch that last because I feel like this is like the best part of the whole compilation right here. This is the best part right here. This is my favorite part. Right here. All right, one more, real quick.
Question on this left side.
I was wondering, what's the recommended amount of dedicated RAM I should have to a server?
I'm sorry, could you please repeat your question?
Dedicated RAM to a server.
It's so good. It's so good.
I mean,
To
you're laughing at little kids.
I know.
getting
I know.
nervous
It's
in
not
front
fair,
of
but I
people.
saw that clip and I laughed so hard. I couldn't help it.
As someone who struggles with speaking in front of people, I find this deeply offensive.
It's okay. I found it offensive when you were saying that them is a singular pronoun. It kind of ticked me off. And I'm also ticked off at the conference for not allowing me to use my own preferred pronouns. We're majorly ticked
Prince,
over
princess.
Here.
Yeah,
Prince, princess. Let me be my prince, princess. Dang it. It's not fair. So yeah. Anyways,
are we done podcasting?
We could just finish. That was rough. I thought it would be so much better.
I'm telling you, your strength is communication and also spontaneity.
We'll come up with a better bit next week.
Boy.
But I'm glad I got to share a link of that. That was a good.
I'm not sure I am.
I just laughed. I laughed so hard at those. Yeah, it was so good.
You're like, hey, Lincoln, on the podcast, let's make fun of a bunch of autistic kids on YouTube.
No. They're not kids anymore. That was 2013. They are now senators, congressmen, congresswomen.
Congress thems.
Congress thems. Congress theys. You know, it is what it is. We should get to the questions. You want to get to the questions?
We should. We have a lot.
Yeah, I made a mistake. Did I tell you that?
Can you explain what you meant by the tweet? Submit a question, win $5.
I just wanted people to submit a question. I just wanted people to submit a question.
But is lying the answer?
Yeah, lying is the answer. I'm going to give people $5. I'm not going to not give people $5.
Gotcha. Can it be me and I'll give it back to you?
I will give you.
Yes, I love being a winner.
You are a winner.
I am the reason why McDonald's employees, families of employees, and close friends of employees cannot win McDonald's Monopoly.
Oh, really?
I mean,
you cheated the system.
You can't be associated to the company.
Yeah, because they would be able to peel off as much as they want.
And I mean, people cheat that every year, though.
Yeah,
it's a huge scam.
It is a huge scam.
All right.
This is from Katie Bendis. She says, "I love you."
Kate. So who
Katie
do you?
Bendis.
So this is one of like two people.
I know we've been through this before.
It's either Katie Bendis or it's Matt Melendez.
It could be a lot of different people.
It could be like one or two other people besides that.
One time I was at a group function and I was telling everyone about how I had this Canadian girlfriend in high school, and her name was Katie Bendis, and everyone was just like clowning me low key. And then I just pulled up the video of me singing to Katie Bendis, and I'm like, I even wrote a song about it when I was 16, and I showed them, and I had the most clout. That was like the highest of my highs. When I was able to make a joke and then back it up with a YouTube video, it was beautiful. To a group of people that didn't even know me, it was wonderful.
So when I came to college, I learned about Timon through his YouTube videos first before I met him, and everyone made fun of him. It wasn't clout. It wasn't clout.
That's all right. All the people that made fun of me are losers, and they're working dead-end jobs, and they don't have a podcast. I really don't care anything about them. I'm talking about you, Cal Dinglinger. I'm not talking about you, Jake Crone. I'm talking about you, Ethan Broombaugh. I'm talking about the whole Beta 3 North. You know, I don't care. I don't give a rip. Ben, you're cool. F you, Ben, you're cool. That's all I have to say.
Oh, boy.
What's Ethan Broombaugh doing these days? What's he doing? He's probably still living in his parents' house. No, he doesn't have any sheets on his bed, and he's still playing Snake.
Oh, man.
He was my freshman roommate, so I hope this clip gets to him. I hope he's doing well.
Yeah.
But Cal Dinglinger can die.
Oh, my gosh.
From not getting vaccinated, of course.
Leave those poor children fatherless.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They would be better off.
Oh, man. This whole podcast is just
going down it's a dumpster fire is what it is.
It's also really hard to look at that light behind the camera.
Here's the thing. We're friends. And that's all that matters. Friendship trumps podcasting every single time.
You know what,
Katie
Matt?
Bendis was my first girlfriend and my one true love. And I have a song to her on YouTube. Food Stuffer 52 if you want to go look it up on YouTube.
This bourbon is my one true love.
Yeah. So thank you, Katie. I'm glad after all these years we've gotten back together. Katie Bendis. Oh. This is from Alyssa.
Whoa. What is the question? From Katie Bendis.
She says she just loves me.
Oh, okay.
That was it. Yeah, that was all.
All right, next question.
From Alyssa. She says, why did Lincoln ignore my DM about his fretless
Oh,
bass?
crap. Yeah, so... Alyssa, here's what happened.
Let's go.
Here's what happened, Alyssa.
Blame him, Alyssa. Go.
I'm really sorry. Timon gave away my bass to someone else.
No, it was electric guitar. Maybe also the bass. I'm not sure. It was given to my 6'3" brother.
Yeah.
You can play basketball against him and try to win it back.
I'm real sorry about that. Timon gave it away to someone else. So
I don't know. We can probably get back.
No,
if you want
I don't care. Yeah, sorry. I meant to respond, but like with anything,
you offered it to her first. You did. You offered it to her first.
I did. I really did.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And then you went above my head, behind my back, to give it to your brother. So
yeah, I think all he cares about is electric guitar. He'll definitely give up the bass. At least it could be yours.
Yeah, Alyssa, it needs to be rewired. That's what it needs.
Yeah.
And some strings.
Yeah.
So, sorry,
Dad.
I meant to respond, but I didn't.
Yeah, that's on you, dude.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that is who I am.
Yeah.
I am bad at responding to things. All right, next question.
This is from a rando. His name is Guy.
What's up? What's up, Guy?
Yeah. Is that how
Hey,
you prefer?
Guy.
Guy. What's up? If you had to choose to either erase Drake and all of his music,
okay,
or Kanye and all of his music, who would you choose?
Both.
Drake, 100% Drake.
I think Drake's the answer. Honestly.
Yeah, honestly.
I mean, like Kanye's like a top tier rapper. Probably will be remembered long past his time.
Yeah.
And
he invented autotune.
And Drake will be on a Now This Is Music 175 edition.
He's been on a bunch of those already.
Yep.
Yeah. Also,
Drake
to not be racist, like I can't erase Like white people, and I don't consider myself white because I am freckled.
Oh my gosh, this
right?
is ridiculous.
No, just wait for me. Let me get my.
So
I don't consider myself white because I am freckled, but white people have erased black culture a lot. That's just they have a history of it, just erasing black culture over and over and over again. And Kanye is 100% black, and Drake is 50% Jew. So he may have good lawyers, right? But his music can't be erased, and that's where I believe. That's where I'm at. And also, I did not vote for Drake. I voted for Kanye. My loyalty is to Kanye.
Facts.
Facts, dude.
Honestly, though, I liked Drake on Degrassi way better than Kanye. So
Yeah, Kanye wasn't on Degrassi. He
Sure.
was on Real Housewives of...
Sure, absolutely.
Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think...
I cried to Marvin's Room, okay? I think we all did. Marvin's Room.
I don't know what that is.
It was Drake. It was Drake's record. But it could be erased, man.
Drake equals Bruno Mars.
You think so?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's bold. That's bold for you to
Sorry.
say.
As far as impact on me in terms of hits and music.
Yeah.
Yep.
Same tier for you?
Yep.
Kanye is a different tier for you, huh?
Yeah, definitely. He definitely transcends a little bit. Yep.
This is from a no-name. They say cauliflower rice, yay or nay?
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I don't buy it. I just buy cauliflower. Yeah. In case you don't know what riced cauliflower is, it's cauliflower that's been cooked and put through
like a blender or something.
Not a blender. It's a little hand. Probably not a hand press, but you can get like a little hand press that's like a giant garlic press, but you put potatoes in it.
Oh, nice.
And press it out to make like mashed potatoes.
Nice.
If you don't have a blender, and so it's like a ricer. I don't know. I don't know what the term is, but yeah, it's cauliflower made into little rice-shaped things. It's fine. Cauliflower is pretty solid. It's pretty versatile. I like cauliflower.
Yeah,
I like roasting it and burning it a little bit.
Less carbs, too. It's pretty good for you compared to regular rice.
I think it's pretty nothing for you.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's good for you at all. I think it's pretty nothing for you.
Would you say rice is negative, though?
I don't know. It depends on what you do, I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like. I don't know.
Yeah.
For my lifestyle currently, I don't think I
no-go.
really need any like starchy carbs.
Yeah.
I sit at a desk all day. I don't need actual like fuel.
Yeah. If you're a marathon runner, if you run like our favorite listener, Aaron, definitely rice up, carb up.
If you're going out and doing hard work all day, I don't know, hard physical work.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the right fuel, but I feel like I don't need it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, good question. You're not getting $5.
None of you are, except for me.
Yeah. And this is let's just that will roll right into this next question. It's from Lincoln. He says, Timon, can you just pay me $5 so I don't have a Cash App? Thanks, man. The key for me knowing this was actually you is you said, thanks, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, that's so totally what you would say. So yeah, I'll send you $5, and I'm gonna send it through Chase because we're friends on Zelle.
You don't have to.
I'm going to.
You don't have to.
At least for the beers.
It's fine. You buy beers sometimes.
Sometimes, but they're not that great sometimes. This is from Joe the dog. He says, can I have 5 bones, please? And can Rosie go home now? Joe, I feel you. I really feel you, bro. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Do you want to know a secret?
Yeah.
I also asked this question.
Joe needs a little self-care weekend.
Yeah, I came over today for the podcast. And Joe just looked like pretty just
defeated.
Over it.
Yeah.
Just not having a great time.
Yeah, Rosie's the other dog that we're dog sitting, and she is just not a nice dog to Joe. There's like a word for a female dog.
Yeah, she's a little bitch, a little bit.
It really fits. I'll say vaccine, but I won't say that word. That's for sure.
Yeah. All right. Next question.
Next question.
Thanks, Joe the dog.
Thanks, Joe the dog.
AKA me.
This is from Not a Gen Zer. I don't have Cash App. This is oppression. All right. Thank you, guys.
Next question.
All right. This is from a no name as well. Guys, you guys got to get better at the names.
This is an opportunity that you're wasting.
Yeah, you're using our time, and you could be something hilarious.
This bourbon's so good.
Will you censor these words? Frick. Shoot. Crap. Dang it. Son of a monkey heck. Ooh, I don't like son of a monkey. I don't like that one at all.
Why would we censor those words?
Yeah, I don't know.
Great question. Next question.
I'm going to censor all of those words. This is from the Diabetes Kid.
The Diabetes Kid.
The Diabetes Kid. If you had a time machine, what historical figure would you want to see Phil fight first?
Oh, Brother Man Phil?
Brother Man Phil.
Man.
A.K.A. the Diabetes Kid.
Yeah, sure.
So Phil and I,
Definitely.
kind of give a real quick story about Phil
Yeah.
and the Diabetes Kid.
Okay.
Okay, so Phil and I went to a neighborhood association meeting, and we got free pizzas. And we were talking about our emails because one of the guys that was at this neighborhood association is a somewhat prominent streamer on Twitch. And he said, you should join me on Twitch. And I said, no, because it's linked to my one email, and it's the username of my email, and it's not appropriate, and I don't want you to know what that is.
Yeah, it's something with word MILF in it, isn't
Yeah,
it?
exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Not appropriate. Not appropriate for my neighborhood association, okay? And,
guys, be careful what you use for your email.
Yes.
Email handle.
I'm
It'll
sorry,
follow
Dad.
you around to the,
I'm so sorry, Dad.
To your future homeowners association.
Yeah, you go to the homeowner association.
Your HOA,
Yeah,
it'll know.
Yep. And Phil said, it's funny because my email when I was a kid was the Diabetes Kid. Or something diabetes. It was really funny. And it kind of eased the tension a little bit. And it was nice because then they didn't have to ask me about what my awkward name was. Anyways.
Yeah, MILF Lover 69.
Yeah. MILF Lover 69420, okay? All right, thank you. Ooh.
Yeah. This bourbon is having a special effect on me.
Who would you see Phil fight?
Friday.
Like, who would be like...
Oh. I mean, so there are some obvious choices right off the bat.
Okay. All right. This is a good question.
Do you
This question deserves $5.
Do you want to hear my right off the bat, top of my head?
Yes, I would like to. Yep.
All right. Hitler.
Okay.
Martin Luther.
The Reformation fellow?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Also, the one that got beheaded, Louis the 17th.
Okay.
That dude.
All right.
Yeah.
Joan of Arc, because I think he'd win.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
All right. Well, I mean,
she fought.
Yeah. Have you seen Phil?
He's pretty tough. Yeah, he's pretty tough.
Down hardcore. Let's see what else. I really would love to see him fight like
Robin Hood, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. William Wallace, maybe.
Oh.
No. You don't like that one either.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. Elvis Presley. I'd love to see. I
was gonna go
beating Elvis, just beating Elvis.
Yeah.
Like fat old Elvis.
Yeah.
Like about to die off of pain pills, Elvis.
Yeah. I was thinking Bush, like H.W. Bush.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
I could see that.
Current day Jimmy Carter.
We're going president.
Just because you want to see your buddy win one?
Yeah, Queen Elizabeth. 100%. Again, I know it's not right to see females fighting males, but we're seeing it in the MMA all the time.
2021.
And I'm
anyone
enjoying
can
it.
fight anyone.
It's one of my favorite pastimes, and so I'd love to see Phil just throw down on Queen Elizabeth.
Cain from the Bible. He killed a guy, but I think Phil could take him.
I think he could too.
Yeah, they're not related.
He'd take that mark and just slam him out. Yeah. I dig it. Yeah, good question, Phil.
Thanks, Phil. Phil, we'll give you $5.
Yeah, I'm gonna send him.
Phil wins.
Yeah, Phil wins. Diabetes Kid.
Our friend, our close friend.
Yeah, not rigged at all. Not clickbait. This is from G-Man. And G-Man messaged me on Twitter and he said, "Hey,
can you read their Cash App name also?"
Yeah, I can for sure.
Yeah.
This is for someone who needs a little cash, a little Cash App. You know what I'm saying? He is Gabriel Romano, and his Cash App is Gabriel Romano 2626. He entered 3 different questions. Well, guess what, Gabriel? You're only getting $5.
Is he?
Maybe.
Okay.
There's an asterisk, and that allows me to choose what I want to do. But all right, so Gabe asked this. He says, "What's your favorite movie?"
Bad question. Next question.
I would say The Godfather. That'd be my favorite.
Of course, it is some boring mobster movie.
So good.
This one time, Timon made me watch a movie that was
Blood In, Blood Out.
4 hours long.
Blood In, Blood Out. Such a good movie.
Terrible.
We watched it off of Facebook because I was cheap enough to go buy it. We watched it on Facebook.
So bad.
It was so good.
It was one of the first movies we watched in this house.
Mm-hmm.
It was early on.
You missed a classic, man. That was such a good classic.
Really not.
What up, Vato? Okay.
Really terrible.
What's your favorite song from the 90s? G-Man asks again.
Slide. No. It's not Slide. It's Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls.
That's a good one.
I
would say.
Do you know what song that is?
Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls. No clue. No clue what that is. I would say for me, probably that Eminem song about mom spaghetti, for sure. Good question. This is from G-Man one more time. He says, "What's your favorite book what was your favorite book that you read growing up?" Oh yeah, I've heard.
Yeah, that song came out in 1998. It counts.
What's that one song where he jumps off of a building? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
What is that song? It's a 90s classic too. It was like.
Are you thinking of How to Save a Life by The Fray?
How to Save a Life. Was that a 2000 song?
Yeah, definitely.
Shoot. Okay. Yeah, I don't know much of 90s songs.
I would say nearly 2010s.
Really?
Yeah, maybe in 07 or 08.
No way.
How to Save a Life by The Fray. When did that come out?
How to Save a Life. It was by The Fray. Nice. You knew what I was talking about. 2005.
Oh, gotcha.
We were in between the. You were way closer than I was. I said
wrong.
90s. I said 90s.
True. I mean, 1999 and 2010 are about the same.
Yeah, I don't
distance from 05.
I don't know. I didn't listen to much music in the 90s. I was listening to much talk radio.
Yeah. I like some other 90s songs. All right, next question.
Yeah, he says, "What's your favorite book that you read growing up?"
Boo, reading.
Oh, dude, I love the Redwall series. Did you ever read any of those?
Mm-mm.
It's about mice, woodland creatures who were having battles, and it was beautiful. I was an avid reader growing up. I loved reading.
I enjoyed the series Chronicles of Narnia.
Left Behind.
I didn't read that. Hypocrisy. Yeah. Blasphemy. I did not read that.
All right, is it Crispin? There's one. I think it's Crispin. What is it? There's Crispin and something. Crispin. I forget what it is. There's this book about this young fellow who learned how to do shorthand and is in medieval times. That was a good book too.
All right.
Yeah, I read a lot of Chronicles of Narnia too.
Yeah,
good. But I'd say Redwall.
That was solid.
Redwall was for sure like my jam. He had like 36 books, and I probably read all of them. Tom Clancy, that was another one, and
the play Our Town by Thornton Wilder.
I never watched that. I read that.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know.
All right, so this is from Let's Go, Brandon. That's how I know it's a listener of ours.
Yep.
He said, "What's your favorite sports team event cheer?"
Oh,
I'm loving the new one.
Let's Go, Brandon.
Yeah, I'm really loving that one.
It's pretty solid. I wish we could swear on this podcast. Yeah. I almost just said it there, right there.
F Joe Biden. That's what everyone's been chatting recently, and they're really trying to. I saw a video today on Twitter, and who knows if it's real or not? It's Twitter, right? But these young males and probably freckled up males were screaming, "F Joe Biden," and this lady right down the row said, "Seriously?" She was definitely a Karen. She was white. She was like,
yeah.
Seriously? That's racist. And I'm like, how is that racist? How is that racist?
As a white person, I'm allowed to systematically hate whites.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In fact, I think that's the most anti-racist thing I can do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It gives you credibility.
I don't know. Yeah, that's crazy.
Gives you credibility. Yeah,
that's crazy.
So this is what Jay says. This is from Jay. What is your prediction on the looming debt ceiling crisis, Jay Hinkle?
Oh, worse until things get terrible. I don't know.
He does. He gives us his Cash App sign at Jay Hinkle or $ Jay Hinkle. And then he says hashtag Bitcoin to the moon. And then he also says hashtag ADA mop, which is Cardano mop.
Mm-hmm. Hey Jay, I'll sell you my Cardano for $250.
That's actually a steal. I think it's at 250 right now. It might actually be lower. It might be higher than 250.
You really think so?
Yeah, it's like 237, I would assume. That's my guess, 237.
All right, what is the current price of
at 721
right now?
Yep.
Oh, come on. Come on,
Jay,
Coinbase.
we hit the debt ceiling every year. I don't know. Freedom's gone, dude. The Republic has sank. And
226.
okay, that's pretty close to 250.
I know.
Yeah.
I would be making more money.
You would be making money. It'd be a good investment, Jay. Do it.
That's right. I'm never selling. Hold to the moon. I don't know.
Hold to the moon.
Is the camera getting hot yet?
Not yet. Not yet. We're getting close to the last question. We got 2 more questions to go.
Are you out of beer?
No, I still got some.
Okay.
Are you out of beer?
Yep.
Well, drink your whiskey.
No.
Here's a fun fact, listeners.
The whiskey needs a friend.
You've made it an hour and 10 minutes into this, and let me tell you this. Lincoln doesn't have to work tomorrow, and I do, and Lincoln can get ripped, so drink that, my guy. Drink it.
I need something else
beer,
after.
Pressure. You can drink my beer.
Okay.
So, the one thing Lincoln got mad at me last night for. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, that's so painful. Go watch the YouTube video. Watch that at an hour and 10 minutes in. See Lincoln dying. This is from Brian's. This is from Brian's gay dad. He says,
"Oh, Brian, you don't gotta be like that, bud."
Oh, I'm sorry, Brian. It could be someone else. It could be one of our listeners.
No, that's just Brian.
Brian's gay dad. He says, he said, I want to hang out with Brian sometime.
So bad. He's cool.
Here's the list of people
We
I
should
wanna hang
shoot
out
bang bangs with Brian sometime. Some pew pews. We should do that sometime.
I want to hang out with Aaron. I want to hang out with Brian. I want to hang out with John.
Yep.
I want to hang out with Jay. I want to hang out with Ben.
All our listeners are
all our listeners.
They're
honestly.
all cool. Thanks for listening.
Whoever's listening in California, I see you. I think it's Copa Vega. I want to hang out with Copa Vega too. So he says preferred mortgage product. Preferred mortgage product. 15 or 30-year versus a 15 fixed or other. Ooh.
Honestly, in this day and age, considering the inflation we've seen over the past year, 30.
30?
Yeah.
My
money's going to be worthless later. Might as well lock in at X amount per month for 30 years because $500 in 30 years is going to be like penny change. Like nothing. Like nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point with the debt ceiling coming up. 100%.
Yeah. Finance everything as long as you can right now.
Yeah. Lock yourself in.
Like $300 a month last year was kind of a lot. Now it's just nothing.
Right. Right. Because, we're getting paid way more now.
Yeah. Screw Dave Ramsey. Screw him.
Screw him. Allison saw a waitress job for $25 an hour in South Bend. Fiddler's Hearth.
I don't know what that is.
It's an Irish pub on...
That seems low for a waitress on like peak hours.
$25 an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what they get, $25 an hour. That's crazy.
Because, I don't know, whenever I go to a restaurant and it's me and Jasmine, I never tip less than $5.
Yeah, that's true.
And we're not there more than an hour. And
5 tables.
Usually waitresses have more than 5 tables.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point.
So if everyone just tips the way I do.
Brian's gay dad, I'm in a 15-year fixed. That's me. I also don't like the idea of debt, but I've drank in the Dave Ramsey Kool-Aid.
I mean, it's fine.
It is what it is.
It's cool.
Yeah.
As someone who owns roughly 1/3 of this house value, same.
Yeah.
I was like the other day. I was like, man, how much did I pay Timon in rent for those 5 years?
Yeah.
It's like it's half the house's like purchasing value.
And I don't own that. That's the sad part. That's the real sad part.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's fine. No, we both got as far as the living arrangement of me being here, we both got a very good deal in the end.
Yeah, it
maybe not initially. Maybe it was probably in my favor initially.
Right, but when I went to that fixed cost,
yeah,
it worked out pretty well. Yeah, it is what it is, man. Okay, can you pull up the question from John, and we'll finish it off, and then we'll do Fatter Feature.
Why isn't the camera overheating? I really need to go upstairs and drink some water.
We'll do that in a second. Guys, thanks so much for just being with us this long. It's weird to see you guys keep listening. It's weird. It's so weird. But hey, we're doing this for us. We're doing this for a friendship. It's the only time we get to hang out, and we love doing it. I can say I love doing it. And we're gonna keep doing it. At least I'm gonna keep doing it for a while. And John's question.
All right.
Let's go, Brandon.
John says, today After work, I had a black truck with the tinted windows speed and push me from behind. Naturally, I decided to go faster, but as I was heading home, the truck kept following me. As I proceeded to pass my house and drive in circles to lose the truck, and he continued to follow me. Eventually, he left. But the issue is, I think he lives on my street. I am so tired of reckless, dumb drivers. If this truck guy gives me the business in the future, what do you think I should do? Road rage has been a terrible problem recently across the board, and God forbid there's a confrontation that goes south.
Yeah,
Thoughts?
Yeah,
First things first, John. If this dude lives on your road, go ahead and stick a piece of paper and your pen in your car and write down his plate number. Just go ahead and get that plate number.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Just if you feel like this guy's going to give you consistent problems, if he's been a jerk to you twice, just go ahead and get this guy's plate number. Just have that.
Yeah, on deck. Because if things escalate, then you know you can pull those plates.
Yeah, just so you have it, and maybe make model of his truck. Sounds like a real Dodge guy.
Yeah,
probably has a big Dodge Ram.
Yep.
Big stupid truck. Just go ahead and get that info. But ultimately, like, I don't think you have much to worry about. Here's my other very practical kind of suggestion. The next time you're on the highway doing 60 miles an hour in your beautiful Toyota Avalon, pull up in Waze or any other navigation app that shows your current, like, GPS speed. Find out if the speedometer on your car reads more liberally than you're actually going.
Oh, interesting.
Because on my Toyota Avalon, whenever the cruise was set at 60, I was really going like 56.
Oh, really?
And so, not to like victim blame or victim shame you, John, but when you're doing 60 or 55, are you really doing 55 or 50? Because that might cause people to tailgate you because you are actually going like
less
5 under the speed limit.
Interesting.
So maybe an idea, but in case that isn't the case, get this dude's plate number. I guess if you're really worried, a dash camera to capture anything as far as evidence would be a good idea. But yeah, I don't know. I get what you're saying. Trucks tend to attract a certain demographic. Not all the time, but seems like a lot of the jerks do drive trucks. I don't know. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, that's kind of tough. There was
I had someone tailgate me yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, I kind of cut them off a little bit. I don't know. They flashed their brights at me a bunch. It was on my way. My way to work. Huh? Well, I passed them on the right-hand side of the road. That is a turn lane through an intersection. I was running late to work, and so
you passed someone in a turn lane and the intersection.
No, okay, not 100%. It's an intersection and it splits to 2 lanes.
Okay.
But after the intersection, pretty quickly, the right lane turns into a turn lane for the gas station right there.
Okay.
But like you have enough time to kind of get around someone, and so they got really upset that I did that and flashed their brights at me. So I just like drove faster because my car is faster than most normal cars.
Right.
And they couldn't keep up. It was pretty fun.
Dang.
It's like, yeah, it's 7:15 a.m. Sucks to suck. I'm sorry.
Sucks to suck, man.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but also I'm getting out of your way.
Yeah. Stop.
You don't need to be upset.
Can I tell John what I would do?
What would you do?
John, I saw this video on YouTube one time, and there's a guy. And he was tailgating another dude, and it was in Russia. So take that into consideration.
Oh man. So Jay Hinkle and I used to watch like Russian road rage vids on YouTube. They're intense. Continue.
Thank you. And so as this guy's tailgating this guy, the fellow that's getting tailgated is in a smaller car than the fellow in the truck who's tailgating him. The guy in the car in front of him who's getting tailgated, he pulls out one simple hack that doctors hate.
Is this a similar hack to our friend, Brother Man Phil?
I have no clue.
Okay.
But he pulls out a AK in the top of the window and shoots off a couple shots. And the guy who was tailgating him just pulled back a little bit.
I think I've seen this video. What I was getting at a second ago, our good friend, Brother Man Phil, keeps several baseball bats in his truck, and apparently has had some confrontations where he has just gotten out of his truck with a baseball bat, and the confrontation ends right there.
Yeah.
So golf lessons with John.
Brother Man Phil, he's done some stuff.
I don't know if you have access to baseball bats, but I know you have some golf clubs, and I feel like if you get out of your beautiful Toyota Avalon with a 9-iron, that's going to resolve whatever conflict that might have happened right then and there. Or you'll get shot, and also the conflict's over then too.
Yeah.
So
here's the
win-win.
If he has a truck, he probably has a gun. Let me tell you this, John.
I don't know.
The best
true.
defense.
Trucks are pretty expensive.
The best
big wheels and a lift. You can't afford guns with that. They've got a $47,000 Toyota Tundra. They can't afford to buy a gun.
Those terrorists. Okay,
it's true. That is the terrorist truck of choice.
John, the best defense is a good offense. So figure out where he lives and egg him. Key up the car. And write your preferred
I have a better
pronouns.
idea. Find out where he lives and just let a little bit of air out of his tires once a week.
Oh, that'd be nasty.
Because it'll be a big nuisance that he'll put off for a day or two. But when your tires are a little bit flat, they'll wear quicker. And truck tires are really expensive. Like this dude probably spends $2,000 a turn putting tires on his lifted, gross, stupid truck.
Worth more than his truck, to be honest.
Potentially, depending on the truck, yeah. So if you could just let a little bit of air out of his tires so they wear unevenly, maybe, I don't know if you're handy, crawl underneath and throw his alignment out of whack by adjusting one of the tie rods on the front on the front to really tow in that one side, so he wears out his front right tire every 6 months. Yeah, you could really cost this guy several $1,000s in tires.
You could. That would be the move, or get a dash cam and also check your speedometer. Those were good calls.
Yeah, my Avalon at 60 miles an hour would read about 55.
Yeah.
And so not to victim blame or victim shame, John, but if you're going 60 and you're really going 55,
don't do it. Don't victim
anyone behind you, I feel like, has a right to be a little upset, because I get really upset
when someone's going lower than speed.
This morning on my way to work, it was raining, and people were driving 40 and 55. It's like, guys, if you can't handle some rain, it's going to get worse in about 3 months, and you're not going to be ready for this.
It's going to be bad. That's beautiful. Golf Lessons with John on Facebook. Make sure to go follow him and watch that journey. He will be posting progress pics of his interactions with this dark pretended truck.
Sure. Whiskey. All right.
Okay. All right. Let's get to, whiskey. What way? Saying what way? I feel like this is going to be a 4-hour podcast. Should we do it? Can we do it?
No, we can't.
GoPro has not overheated.
We really can't.
Let's do it. Okay.
No.
Should we do Fat or Future? I think that's the next.
Do we have more questions?
Dude, no, we're done with questions. I have so much more I want to talk about, but we should go Fat or Future. We can talk about this stuff.
I have another question.
Oh, go for it.
I've got a question from Jasmine.
Yasmin. Did you see that Twitch?
No.
All of the Twitch streamers, they're like what they make in a month or what they make in a year got released. It got hacked. Twitch got hacked, and all of the info of like what those Twitch partners make got released. And there's some really big socialists on there who are making some big money.
From a
they're making $200,000 a month, and they have shirts that say "Eat or tax the rich."
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like
they are the rich.
They are the rich. Imagine making $200,000 and then being so pro.
Can you imagine?
Socialism.
Can you imagine making $2,000 a month?
Off of like Twitch? No, I don't even know what $2,000 a month's like. I can't imagine that. I've made that before.
To create content based on a video game.
Yeah, based on you're entertaining people. Like imagine if this podcast made $2,000 a month. That'd be wild.
That would be unimaginable.
Yeah, and to
we could split it $1,000 each.
Dude, that'd be wild.
That would be wild.
That'd be like
I would quit my job.
Just make content.
I mean,
you don't have a house, so it works out.
I could cover like almost most of my expenses with $1,000 a month.
No, low key. Yeah, that's the key. Like, how do you get your expenses so low that you can just live minimally?
How can I make enough money that the expenses don't matter?
Yeah, or both. Make enough money and
Both.
reduce and
Dome house. All right.
House.
Question for the podcast. This is from Jasmine. What is a talent you wish you had? And then what is a talent that you're glad that you have?
Yeah, I can answer that right now because we've been talking about the whole podcast. I wish I could listen.
It's true.
I'm so bad at listening, but I am so glad I'm good
I
at
wish I could talk.
I'm glad I'm communicating. You're good at talking.
No.
I think I've seen the progression of you talking because we've been doing this podcast for almost a year and a half
this
now.
podcast has really helped me in social situations.
Yeah.
As far as...
I think it's also attributed to some of the... You know how to communicate better.
It's true.
You know how to communicate better.
I've never not known how to talk to people on like an interpersonal level.
Right.
Like I would even say that I excel talking one-on-one to people about like serious things, but like addressing a group or multiple people with non-serious like bantery stuff has been difficult for me. And that's all we do on this podcast.
That's literally all we do.
And so whenever I'm in a social situation that demands that I talk to people in a, like relatively non-serious manner.
Yeah.
I just pretend like I'm podcasting, and in my mind, it goes great.
See,
I don't know.
I mean, we have the science to back it up, and I don't believe in science, but I believe in your science. Let me tell you that.
Sure.
No, but for real, like Jasmine asked a great question. Sometimes when I'm talking to people, things are firing off, like connections. I don't know how to explain it. You know, like if you can imagine like one node, and then multiple things branch off and connect to that node, like almost like a family tree. You know what I mean? How it spreads out like a tree limb. Like when I'm talking to someone, if I'm talking to one person, my mind hits 4 different things and then pulls those all back to that one person. It's like a continuous, like I'm connecting things while I'm talking to people. I really feel like that's one of my gifts is connecting. Is communicating. And so that's something I'm very thankful for. But there is stuff that I miss because all the time I'm thinking about the different connections. And so, yeah, I would say listening. For sure right now, specifically since Lincoln doesn't feel heard, and then also since my boss said it recently, I feel like I need to listen better. We'll get there. We can all improve.
Sure.
Yeah. Fatter Future. You ready to rock a Fatter Future?
Oh, my goodness. I'm ready for this podcast to be over.
No, it will never be over.
Fat and Future right now?
Yeah, right now.
Cool.
Hello. This week, CBD products. Are they a fad or are they the future? I haven't seen as much of these products, but I definitely still have a few influencers that do ads for CBD products with coupon codes and talk about using them for sleep or before they go do any public speaking. But do you think that CBD products and all the rage with those was more because it was a gateway to the legalization of marijuana in a lot of states? Or do you think that there's enough difference for the use of CBD products and marijuana that they will still continue to be popular?
Awesome. Thanks, Alyssa.
Yeah, thank you, Alyssa. Again.
Do you remember what?
Yeah, CBD products.
Yeah, yep.
Do you remember that Alyssa crushed it?
Yeah. Honestly, solid vid.
Yeah, if you guys have not gone back and watched the Fatter Future vids, Alyssa put some work into it. And there's been some pretty funny content that you can't understand unless you actually watch the video.
Yeah. If you wanted to run a Timon and Lincoln podcast fan YouTube account, you could. We would give you all of her Fatter Futures if you wanted to make a Alyssa only Fatter Future compilation YouTube video.
I feel like she needs to post on her actual YouTubes.
Maybe, yeah, Alyssa, if you want to, you could definitely post the compilation Fatter Future.
Alyssa, someone offered me £750 to create a video game, and I was just wondering if you would be my friend and follow me on the YouTubes.
Mm-hmm.
Dedicated Wham.
Yep.
So
let's
Alyssa,
make fun of those children more.
that was definitely an old man, 40-year-old man. She asked about CBD products.
Still don't think we should make fun of them.
Can we talk about CBD products real quick?
I don't know. Can we?
We can definitely talk about it.
Okay.
Do you remember that tweet that I tweeted a long time ago? That was your tweet.
It was no, it wasn't even mine. It was just something I had sort of saw on the internet, and it wasn't even like the verbiage wasn't even like consistent, but it was something to the effect of CBD is just like the Diet Coke of weed.
That's what you saw.
Like it's just diet weed. Yeah.
So Lincoln came to me one day. He said, "Timon,
the year's 2018.
The year's 2018. Lincoln writes all my tweets.
Life is good. Lincoln writes all your tweets.
They're bangers. They're straight up bangers. I'm getting tons of interactions, major clout on Twitter.
I like to think of it as Timon posting Lincoln's tweets.
It was kind of that
because like you have a way better reach than I do, so it's really a waste to post them on my Twitter.
I'll retweet your stuff, but honestly, I don't care what I tweet. Sometimes I just kind of literally don't care what I tweet these days.
The year's 2018. Yep. I used to participate in Twitter, but I don't anymore.
Right. The year's 2018. We didn't have vaccines. It was a good time, and so. Preferred pronouns were just getting onto the scene, and
they were non-existent.
Yeah, and so I said this. I said, let's just call it what it is. CBD is diet weed. Mm-hmm. I said it. I said it right there. So to answer your question, Lisa, I think she asked, is CBD here to stay? Is it here to get?
Is it a gateway to legalization in your state? As an Indiana resident, I can say no. Not a gateway to legalization.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Nope.
I don't think it will. It is a step. No, I do think it is a step into legalization, though.
I think it's a fad. I think it's a fad, definitely.
You really think so?
I think the CBD fad has come and gone already.
I don't know, man. There's some benefits for CBD, and we're starting to see it kind of branch into all other fads, right? Like, hey, do you want to go and do an escape room and take CBD? Come to the CBD escape room. Is your dog?
That isn't a real thing.
Does your dog need a CBD treat? Is he anxious? Let's do a CBD treat. I'm trying to think of other. Hey, are you wanting to ride a Lime bike scooter and take CBD? Come take our CBD Lime bike scooter. You know what I mean? What are other fad features that she's done? Are you into axe throwing? Well, let me tell you about CBD axe throwing. Can you do other fad features? Can you think of other ones? Oh, come on, man. No.
Nope.
Nope, not at all.
Nope.
Hey, do you want to get a perm? Make sure you do a CBD perm. It makes your hair extra lit. What's up?
I
can't think of any.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah,
anymore.
I know. We're just getting wild up in this podcast.
Yeah, I think CBD has come and definitely started to go.
Do you really think so?
Yeah. Family Video doesn't openly advertise the selling of CBD products anymore.
You don't think so? You've been to Family Video recently?
No. I haven't driven past one either. That's fair, but every gas station isn't promoting their CBD products anymore like they used to.
Yeah.
And like the government's definitely cracked down on CBD a little bit because some of the stuff was like, wow, this really seems like it might be weed kind of products.
Yeah.
And so the rules are definitely more strict. Than
I think it was like the Wild Wild West for a second, right? And you can kind of push whatever in.
For a minute, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, dude, because I feel like at some point they're going to say, hey, are you interested in a CBD pumpkin spice latte? And I'm going to say yes. I don't think like the fad has hit the peak yet. I think we're just getting into it because what I've seen with CBD is this. CBD has allowed, and I think you're right, Alyssa. I think it is the gateway drug into marijuana. I really do think so. It is really allowed people to talk about weed in a non-threatening way. Like, hey, it has all this health benefits, this and this and this. And I've seen individuals who would be on the DARE camp, the say no to drugs camp. Anyone who does drugs is an awful person that should be put in prison. And they're selling CBD. You know what I mean? Like the very religious white moms of the community, they peddle CBD like it's nothing. And I think it is a gateway into marijuana. And I'm kind of okay with that because I think there's a lot of negativity around marijuana, especially people being put in jail for it, and that's not necessarily, especially people who are non-freckled like me. They're being put in jail at record numbers, and so that definitely needs to be reformed. So I'm okay with CBD being kind of like in the mainstream. I know a lot of our listeners who participate in CBD. I'm sure Aaron puts CBD products in his hair.
His hair is astounding.
Yeah, it has to be.
Every time I see a picture of Aaron's hair, it's like, dang, dude, that's like, my hair is like pretty, I don't know. Like, I'm really proud of it.
His hair is really
good. But the type
though.
of hair that Aaron has that he's been blessed with, it's just, man, I wish my hair would do those things.
The same things.
Yeah.
He has,
for sure.
I love his curliness too. That's what's so. It's just so beautiful. And
it's
so,
pretty intense. It's pretty
so
intense.
Real.
Twitter needs to put a banner on that, like, caution, content might be a little intense. It's a little intense.
But to answer your question, Alyssa, and I feel like every time you ask a question with us, we never answer it well.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like...
And we'll continue. Thank you for asking.
Thank you for asking.
Next topic.
I think it is the future. Dude, okay, so this reminded me, talking about Aaron's hair, I did have a dream about Aaron. Should I talk about that right now?
No, we should keep mentioning it super briefly, only to talk about it in the next episode and overpromise and underdeliver.
No,
we used to do this all the time.
I know.
Do you remember the days?
That was your bit. That was your bit.
Do you remember the days of 5 days a week content, and we would just keep the joke going Monday to Friday?
Yeah, the good old days.
Good old days.
Good old days when we lived together.
We would die if we tried to make
Rest in
5 podcasts.
Yeah, we'd have to do like 3 a day.
It would be
and 2 on another day. That'd be difficult.
We could do this and split it up into 5 segments because we podcasted for so long.
I know.
But that's not fun. That's not that cool.
Yeah, no, you want like full succinct episodes.
You want the whole thing all at once, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts.
Day 3, you're not going to get the jokes of day 1. You know what I mean? You got to kind of keep it all in one podcast. All right, let me tell you about this dream I had with Aaron. I know. I'm going to finish it. This was on 3/27. This was on 9/27. So September
3/17. That's where address is.
That's the address I have.
That's where Timon's address is.
It is.
Let me tell you guys, the back door is always unlocked.
Yeah, it is. To this day. So I had a dream about Aaron, and I went to my local. We'll end this podcast on this, okay, guys? Oh, I had a dream about Aaron.
Can we end the podcast on my dream?
After my dream?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm down for that.
Okay.
Lincoln had a dream.
Yeah.
So I go to this.
I go to all people.
I go to this farmer's market, and I see Aaron there, and I'm like, "Yo, what's up, dude?" And we hang out, and I want to show him around Goshen. We go to the courthouse of Goshen. We go to a couple different places, and the one thing I remember in my dream, there's two major things about this dream. But the first one is Aaron doesn't have curly hair. He had shaved his hair, and it's a half-inch long.
What? No.
Yes, 100%. It had a half-inch long.
Unbelievable.
I know. This is my dream. So, I mean, this was half-inch long, and it was kind of spiked up a little bit, in the front. Like, if you can imagine, like, your typical business guy haircut. That was Aaron. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can imagine it. And I was like, dang, Aaron, like, I love your locks, but, you're crushing it, too. I'm not going to say it. I'm an encourager. Yeah. I encourage. And then, this is a legit dream. This is like in the middle of the night, and I sat down and I wrote it down, Aaron. That's what I do with my dreams. So I write down my dreams because I feel like I spend 2/3 of my day in real life and 1/3 of my day in dreamland. And 30% of your day you spend dreaming. And so it's crazy because I remember everything that happened in my day, but a lot of times I don't remember my dreams. And I'm like, this is another third of my life that I don't have access to. So
that's crazy. You're like, there's just a third that I clock out for.
Yeah. And I dream.
That's a lot of time.
And I dream during
That's a whole other lifetime.
I'm experiencing, in the course of it. Yeah, blew your mind.
Man. There's a whole other person happening. They, them.
Yeah, they, them.
Damn.
It makes sense.
I get it.
It makes sense right there, doesn't it?
Sorry, Timon's dad.
I said damn. Yeah, I know. Okay. I can't. We're going to censor that D word right there. We're going to censor it.
Yeah.
So then I take Aaron. We're hanging out. We're walking around. I take Aaron to this bar, and I see my sister Hadessa, and I'm like, "Yo, what up, Hadessa?" And in the heat of the moment, I'm like,
individual.
Yeah, I'm like, "Hey, this is my friend," and I look at Aaron, and I blank on his name, and I tell Aaron, I say, hey, Aaron, hey, Hadessa, this is my friend Matt. And I wake up. Dude. Do you understand like how embarrassing that is? Have you ever been in a situation where you forget that person's name in that 1 second?
No.
I remember that like when you're supposed to like remember something right then, and you've said it so many times, but you can't remember. Oh, my GoPro's. Oh, my GoPro's dying. I think it did die.
Hey guys.
Yeah, we're back. We're back. GoPro died.
Yeah, the GoPro died.
Yep.
We're just gonna make this podcast.
We're gonna acapella this one real quick and just we're gonna land the plane.
Sorry, video viewers, all zero of you.
I will put a
vaccine. Zero people.
We're gonna get
shadow banned.
Interesting story. Thank you, Aaron. Do we want to hear your dream or do we want to wrap it up?
Oh yeah, my teeth fell out.
That's a classic dream.
Oh yeah, it's because it was the 3 teeth that have been a little bit sensitive lately, and I've been worried about.
Have you talked to Hadessa about this?
I have.
Then what'd she tell you?
She's like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because like it was literally like 3 of the teeth in the back that were like have been a little bit sensitive to cold stuff lately.
Yeah.
And I was just in my dream in bed, waking up, and like, oh, what's that? Crunch, crunch. Oh, a tooth fell out, and it happened 3 times.
Fun fact, Tim and Nims here. I took a course where I learned about dreams.
Teeth falling out is a
very common.
Is a very big like loss of power, loss of status. Like your teeth falling out. Like you'll die if you don't have teeth because you can't chew stuff.
Right.
Like it's like a big thing.
A lot of people have that dream. It's one of the top 10 dreams people have, and I'm sure some of our listeners have had the same dream. The other thing about this is when you look at this is really interesting. Can I just throw this little tidbit out?
Can I tell you something about my dream real quick?
Yeah.
I said in my dream, this might be a dream, and then I convinced myself, or like a tooth fell out and I crunched on it a little bit. It's like, oh, this is real life. I thought in my dream it was a dream. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, definitely. And then I woke up for real, like, yeah, that was definitely a dream. I should go see a dentist.
Go see a dentist. You should go see a dentist, man. I would support that.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see.
But healthcare. No, it's interesting when you look at the Bible, right? And you're looking at all the verses that they're talking about prophecy and the way God speaks to you. 1/3 of all of the mentions of the way that God spoke to people in the Bible, all the way that they talked to them. You got Elijah, you got all the prophets, you got the kings, you got Abraham, you got Moses, how they speak to him. You got Joseph, you got Mary. 1/3 of the ways, consistently, if you round it up and put all the numbers in,
it's through dreams.
It's through dreams.
Dreams.
And we spend 1/3 of our life sleeping. It's really interesting that correlation.
The dream space is a really unique area physiologically. Like your mind dreaming is like people don't really understand what happens a little bit. Like
no,
it's kind of magical. Yeah.
It's very magical.
Yeah.
I know. I'm here for it. I think God definitely speaks to you through dreams. Not all the time. I'm not going to say every dream you have is from God, but I'd say that there's some God dreams that pop up in your brain sometimes. So, all right, guys. Well, you've made it to the end. I can't believe it.
Should we podcast for?
I told you, let's do 4 hours.
17 more minutes and have a 2-hour-long podcast.
I know, this is crazy. This is the longest podcast we've done. Yeah. Now, I came into this podcast thinking, Lincoln, we're gonna get this one short. We're gonna rock it short. Can I tell you why? To fill in the 17 seconds real quick, can I tell you what I've been doing this 17 minutes? So, earlier today, I went on to a video platform called Odyssey, and it's ODYSEE, Odyssey, and I wanted to move over our videos over this. I think it'd be good to have our videos on multiple different platforms. Maybe there's different audiences on different platforms that would connect with our content.
Definitely not.
No, but it doesn't hurt to try. So I go over to Odyssey, I create an account and everything, and I'm looking at. I try to upload some of the videos that we have. They won't upload them because they only allow 4 gigabytes, and all of our videos are like 10 gigabytes because they're like 90 minutes long. So I was like, all right, so and you can take your videos from YouTube and transfer them over to Odyssey. So I tried it. You know what they said?
Too big.
They said, no, you don't have enough subscribers. We don't want you. I was like, dang it, that's so real. But it's okay. It's okay. Someday we'll have enough subscribers and we'll be able to transfer our stuff over.
I can't imagine that reality.
Yeah, I can't
Could you imagine making $2,000 a month doing this? I would do it 5 days a week if I made $1,000 a month doing this. I would invest so much more in this if I made $1,000 a month doing this.
Nah, dude.
For like 25 minutes of work every day.
We're almost at 2 hours.
I know, but like 5 days a week, the episodes were like 15 minutes long.
That's true. Yeah, 16 minutes. That was the goal at one point.
Like if doing 5-day-a-week episodes yielded us $1,000 each.
That'd be wild, right?
Like, is that wrong that like my interest level would change?
What if I said this? What if in 5 years we make $1,000 a month off of this?
Yeah, probably not worth it.
That sounds good.
Like I should just get a part-time job.
Yeah, at that point, yeah. But
like,
right now, 100%.
But if in 6 years we made $100,000 each a month from this,
oh crap! bumped it up.
You know what I mean?
Times 100.
But like that's how that growth goes. Maybe not to that scale.
Yeah, but like 10K.
Yeah,
like 10K
it goes
a month.
To like 1K to like 12K. Like
we're definitely not doing this for the money though.
Yeah. The evidence suggests that we are not doing this for the money.
Can I tell you this? I think the
negative dollars.
Yeah, we've lost money on this. Yep. Specifically this episode. But I think like
vaccine.
I think next Friday episode, I want to go through and read, because at one point in September of 2020?
I don't know.
September of 2020.
I don't know what the story is.
Oh yeah, let me tell you. In September of 2020, I think it's this. We decided to start putting names to our episodes.
Okay.
Do you remember that? Because we're doing daily content. Daily content
just
number.
The day. 317, where we set our address.
Right.
Your address.
My address. Yeah.
Yep.
I think that. I think it would be fun to go back and read all of the titles of our episodes.
Read all the titles,
instead of watching Minecraft cringe compilations, I think it would be great to do that for one of the bits too. So that might come up as well.
All the titles, yeah.
Wouldn't that be kind of fun?
That'd be fun.
I was looking back at a couple of them.
There are some solid ones out there,
and then there's some ones that's like 7 in a row. Timon is gone, part 7.
Yeah. That's also solid. Yeah,
yeah, it's pretty solid. Yeah. So I think that'd be kind of fun to do maybe next Friday. But anyways, we should probably wrap this up.
Let's do that next Friday. That sounds like fun.
Doesn't that sound kind of fun?
Well, that sounds like a really good non-spontaneous bit.
Non-spontaneous. I've told you it already. You can get ready for it. Can I end some stuff and then end on a question for you?
No, but then yes.
Okay. So follow us on YouTube.
End with the stuff.
Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe. Subscribe, comment on the video if you want to. Follow us on social media. That's where we're putting our word out. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Tuesday, we're going to have an episode for you. Another episode, because that's what we do. That's who we are.
We'll see. No promises.
No promises, but for real, it's going to happen. And 3, follow Golf Lessons with John. He has supported us. He's actually sent us money. That's how I can send you guys money. He's the homie. I really appreciate John. He texts us all the time, and he's the freaking
owner of a beautiful black Toyota Avalon.
Yep.
Solid car.
Yeah.
Solid car. Yeah.
All right.
A true man of class.
Okay, here's the last question. We're going to ask this question. We're going to end this podcast. And we're so thankful for you guys as listeners. I can say that from the bottom of my heart. We're not making 100K. We're not making 1K. But it's okay.
I mean, if we made 100K, everyone listening right now, I'd give you some money. Yeah. All 20 of you.
Yeah, I mean, who we are now.
James and Alyssa have some dollars. Yeah. Alyssa, she
for sure,
Aaron
too.
Yep.
Aaron's
the source of Jay. You're not doing okay, but would you be doing more okay with
1 Cardano, 2 Cardanos,
12.5 Cardanos? Yeah,
exactly.
We'll see what happens.
We wouldn't change when we get rich and famous. Okay, so
everyone else $0, but if you're listening right now in real time, one of the 23.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, let me ask this question.
We'll give you some dollars.
Let me ask this question. Let's end this podcast.
For the OGs. For the
OGs.
For the
you ride with us, we ride with you. You ride with us, we ride with you.
Ride or die. But just you guys. No one else, though.
Yeah. Lincoln. How you doing?
I'm good.